Team Nuckledu, do you have like a sign or something? You should have a sign.
No,
like
no.
a no, you have a gang sign? Like Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Born Free here, and I am here with Team Nuckledu. I believe that's the official name. Although
I think so.
yeah, I kind of like the Do Crew, but that was my idea.
Okay.
But whatever. Can you all just quickly introduce yourself? Tell us where you're from, and also tell us how you found out that you were on Team Nuckledu. What happened? You know, just tell us the story, basically.
Okay. So I go first, right?
You should go first.
So okay, I'm gonna fight. I'm a French guy living in Japan.
The French guy living in Japan.
Yes, for 4 years now. And the way I found out about this team, so I think you post a message on Twitter, right? And many people recommend me, like mostly people from my stream. And then I think Du picked me, but he didn't know nothing about me, right?
No, I didn't.
Yes, and then he picked me, and then that's all. That's when I found out, maybe like 1 month ago. And yeah, that's it, I guess.
I think Nuckledu, I believe you haven't even downloaded Alex. Is that true?
Yeah, no, he's still locked.
All right.
Hi, I'm Lucky D. I'm from Boston. So what happened with me was I was driving, and a friend called me up, and he said, you got picked. And I was like, you mean from the Do thing? And he was like, yeah, you got picked. Because no one, including Do, no one told me. And so I pulled over, and he sent me the video. And then if you rewatch the video, he actually says, okay, here are the 3 people I pick. This person, this person, this person. And it wasn't me. So I was like, wait, am I getting trolled here? And he said, oh, and I'm also going to send Lucky D. And I was just like, that's unreal. This is crazy.
So you did kind of get trolled.
It was a roller coaster of emotions. I don't even know. But I'm grateful, obviously, so it's awesome.
All right. Hi, guys. My name is Ice Effect. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I really thought Nuckledu was trolling me when he first approached me. When he first hit me up, like in June, there was no word at all about any type of Team Nuckledu or anything for Evo. So I'm sitting at like 3 a.m. in the morning just doing nothing. And I get a message on Facebook. He's like, yo, what's up? And I'm like, what's up? You know, how you doing? And, you know, it just goes from there. And he's like, I want to send you to Evo. And I was like, oh, wow, that's amazing. But in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm not sure. Is he being serious right now? I can't tell he's being serious. But eventually I started to realize, oh, man, he's being serious. And, you know, it's amazing. I'm happy to be here.
That's awesome. All right, so Nuckledu, I want to ask you, tell me, how did this come about, and why did you want to do it? Like, what's the story behind that?
Well, when I first started, I didn't have too much financial resources to travel myself, so I did struggle. But now that I have a lot of, fortunately I have a lot of money, I could share it and send people who can't afford to go to tournaments and people who are just, lesser known. So that's basically what it is.
And what was the criteria?
Well, my first pick was Tampa Bison. He's from Florida, and I know a lot about his story. He unfortunately can't even make it because his mom is very ill. But I wanted to send him because he is like not in the best place financially, at least, and he's trying to take care of his mom, and that's always been in my situation. So yeah, that's why I sent him. When it came to Ice Effect, he was young. He reminded me of me. Actually, he's older than me. Never mind. But yeah, he looks young. he looks pretty young. So
I would have bought
it. He's younger than you in Street Fighter years.
Yeah, I don't even.
Street Fighter tournament wins, maybe. I don't know.
If you want to go that deep.
Everyone's younger than you in those.
Yeah, but yeah, he's from Atlanta, and that scene is very underrepresented. So
Okay.
I wanted to give them a chance. Gunfight. I actually never even heard of him. I'm sorry. But when people say he played Alex, that was very interesting to me because I was like, okay, maybe if I fly him out, he does well. Maybe I'll download Alex. And turns out that if I keep winning, I'm gonna have to play him in my bracket. And I'm like, I told him, I was like, if you beat me, I might have to cancel your return flight. That kind of sucked that he's on the same road. But no, if he beats me, that's gonna be really impressive. And
Well, if he beats you, he'll be sponsoring you next year. You'll be on team.
Team gunfight.
Yeah, team gunfight.
Yeah.
All right. So what I want to ask you guys is, I want you to tell me, each of you, who your character is, and tell me why you picked that character.
Oh. Okay, so basically, I play Alex, right? And the reason I pick him is like, first of all, I think because I play South Strike from pretty long time. So when I heard Alex was coming back, I wanted to give him a try. And he was a command grab character, and I wanted to play a command grab character. And then he came out, I tried him, and I liked him. And I stick with him. Like in season 1, he was good. But then he got butchered. And
But you're the only master rank Alex, right?
yes, right now, yes.
Okay, so
But there's like several good Alex players though. But
yeah, but like, what makes you just keep pursuing a character where everybody, including this guy, who hasn't bothered to download him, right?
Yeah.
Who says Alex is trash? Alex is trash. What is it? What makes you continue? What makes you say to yourself, I'm gonna play this character?
Because he's fun. I think he's one of the funniest characters in the game.
Okay.
And I like him, so I don't want to be forced to play a character I don't like.
Okay. All right. Let's move along to Lucky D.
I play Dhalsim, and I've been playing Dhalsim since Street Fighter 4. Even like I started vanilla. I actually started playing fighting games, Third Strike as well. There was an arcade in New Hampshire called Tokyo Game Action, and they actually had day one cabinets. So Japan released cabinets, and they had them for vanilla Street Fighter 4. And before, I played Ken in Third Strike, but I was pretty new, and my defense was awful. Like, I would just rush people down, and I would have no semblance of neutral or anything. So when 4 dropped, I was like, okay, I'm going to play a character that's super defensive and try to even out. I picked Sim, and then it just clicked. I've been playing Sim since '09, and I'll play Sim until I quit playing fighting games.
All right. Well, I use Laura. My original goal was to use Abel, but fortunately, Abel does not exist in this universe right now. I can't wait till Capcom adds him back. I used Abel all throughout Street Fighter 4. I just loved everything about him. Loved the rush down, the pressure he applied. And originally, when I heard Alex was coming out for Street Fighter 5, I was like, okay, I want to use Alex. But then I found out he would be DLC, and I was like, okay, I need another character in the meantime. And Laura was the closest thing to Abel to me, and so I latched on to her. And by the time Alex came out, I was too invested in Laura, and I was just like, I'm just gonna stick with Laura, and I'm enjoying it right now.
So let me ask you this question. This is kind of a question for all of you, and I don't know if I'm going to get a serious answer, but you two had talked about the possibility of meeting each other in competition. What happens? Are you going to be teabagging each other? Are you going to be disrespecting each other? Or are you going to be respectful? Like, or is it all business? What's the deal? What's the mindset when you meet? If you might meet each other.
No, I'll try to do my best, and of course I will respect him. Like,
do you think he's going? But do you think Nuckledu's gonna?
If he is going to teabag me?
Yeah.
If he wants to, he can. I don't mind. Like, if he destroy me and teabag me, like, of course, like, he deserves that, right?
Well,
but I'll do my best and try to beat him, of course.
I mean, why would you teabag an Alex player? That's that's so unnecessary.
The game already teabagged me.
Buki, Balrog, but not Alex. That's not right.
We have we had the teabagging criteria. Okay, all right, cool. I'm glad we got that. Okay, so this Evo is a big deal, right? You know, and you know, all of you must be incredibly excited to be here, as we've already found out. You've watched it over the years. I don't know if any of you have been here before, but like, what do you think is like your what's your favorite thing about Evo? Do you have like a moment, a memory, or do you have like a thing that's going on right now where you're like, this is my favorite thing?
Well, for me, it's my first Evo, so I'm pretty excited, and I think the same thing that Daigo said. Like, Evo is like a place for new players to shine, right? Mm-hmm. It's like Evo is known because Daigo made the parry, right? At least for me, it's how I discover Evo.
Yeah.
And like Infiltration, like guys like this, I think it's a good spot to make yourself a name, and it's the biggest tournament in the year, and it's pretty fun. Everybody's here, so
That's true.
it's all good, I think.
Everybody's here.
Yeah.
This is very true.
Yeah, I think definitely to play off that. I mean, I've been to every Evo '09. I wasn't gonna go this year because I started a company called Traveling Controller, and I wasn't able to come, and I'm here because of Nuckledu. So I can't stress how awesome that is. I missed one Evo prior to this. It was the year Blaze Blue finals where Dogrida lost, and I still remember watching that on my phone while getting a haircut, and I just hated my life. I was just like, what am I doing in this chair? Why am I not here live? Because it's one of those things where if you go to Evo, you might only go once.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go to Evo and like really understand like new players shine, amazing thing happen, it's just the cultivation of the FGC. You want to go every year. There's nothing like the event, and there's not moments happen at Evo, and that's like of all the FGC, like those are the moments that you'll like remember and cherish. And if you're not here, on the other side of it, if you're not here and you're watching from home, it hurts. It really does. It stings.
Well, I'm the person that was hurting because this is my first Evo that I've been to. You know, I've been watching Evo since Street Fighter 4 days. You know, get to see top players play all the time on streams and stuff. I get to hear my friends who've been to Evo talk about just how amazing an experience it is. It's just like I've always wanted to go. I've always wanted to go, and for different reasons, I just never had the chance to go. And fortunately, Nuckledu helped me out, and I was able to make it. And I just can't wait. I can't wait to experience everything. I'm already experiencing a lot of things right now. It's just the experience, just the fact that I'm in the center of fighting games right now. You know, it's just an amazing feeling.
All right, so let me ask you this. This is it's a big deal, and I'm always like in awe of people who come here and play. And how do you deal with like the pressure of a tournament? Do you guys have any sort of like ways of dealing with it, like a ritual or a routine or a technique or a way of thinking, a way of focusing? Like each of you, do you have anything?
Yeah, well, originally I suffered badly with nerves. I got super nervous, and whenever I saw like a so-called good player in one of my pools, I would be panicking. Like, oh man, how am I gonna beat this person? You know, that person's well known. You know, what I'm gonna do? But then I just sat back and thought one day, and I was like, I play this game way too much to just lose to somebody like this. You know, like I looked at my own performances. Like I play online a lot, so I looked at like my performances online. Even though it's just online, I'm still like, I beat most of the people I play, so I shouldn't have to worry that much about this particular person. And once I took my mind through that I can beat anybody, it really helps with my nerves and helps me like, okay, this is just a standard person. Let me just beat this character and, move on.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm a big fan. I've been playing for a while, so I'm a big fan of replicating like the exact same scenario or like situation in playing in tournament. So if I'm playing in tournament, it's did I drink like a little caffeine beforehand? Did I loosen up? Did I, get out any sort of nerves? Am I listening to music? I'm making sure that I'm in the right mindset. I'm in tournament mindset, and replicating that for whatever that means for each person, I think is really important because you want to make sure that you're playing in the right mental state.
Like optimal, right?
Right, in the right mental state to the point where you can play optimally, where you can play comfortably, and you're not making mistakes from nerves or from he's a great player or whatever, because it's just a game.
Yeah.
So it's playing at your peak, and that's really important.
XSK Samurai said the same thing. He even plays at the same times. Like if he knows what time zone he's going to play in.
Oh yeah.
And he sort of like figures it out, and he starts practicing in those.
It's a great. I'm gonna steal that from Mike because that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
it
really
is
good.
crazy. But
Yeah.
he's a lot like that. You remind me of him in that sense.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I don't know. At first, I was like pretty nervous too,
Mm-hmm.
but that was like back in South Strike day. So since then, I got some experience, and like Ice Effect said, like at some point you just tell yourself, okay, I think I can beat anybody. I know how to play the game, and if I play my game, like there's no reason that I cannot win. Of course, if I make the wrong choice, if my opponent is good, I can lose, but you know, everything is possible. I don't go to tournament with like, oh, what am I gonna do? I will lose, or I don't know. I think I can win, so I'll do my best anyway.
You have the optimistic outlook.
And
If you're wondering, sorry, go on.
No, like I'm just saying to like, being in the right state of mind is important too. You need to feel good with yourself
Hmm.
to play relax, I guess, to play your game.
That's a wonderful, positive outlook. I think most people are very scared. I've actually, the reason I'm not asking Nuckledu a lot of these questions is because we've done this. and if you want to see the interview, it's on my channel. But a lot of players come to a realization at some point where they realize, like, I'm stressing too much, and they just make that switch, and then things start happening for them. So I really only have a couple more questions for you guys. One of them is like one of my all-time favorite questions. Now, here's a caveat. You're not allowed to say Nuckledu, okay? I know who Nuckledu's favorite player is. It's YHC Mochi, right? So my question to you is, currently, who is your favorite player?
Okay.
I love YHC Mochi, but as a sim player and older Street Fighter 4 vanilla players will know this, EO plays this game, in your opinion, and he was the original Japanese sim player before YHC Mochi. Basically what happened was EO won the very first vanilla tournament, and he played sim in like CVS2 and any game, and then he eventually played Ibuki, and then he just quit, and then right around that time, YHC Mochi started becoming really relevant. So YHC Mochi is a god at sim, and as a sim player, I love all sim play. EO. Period. He's the one-trick pony sim of one-trick pony sims.
Okay, so my favorite player has developed over time. My original favorite player in Season 1 was, it was Infiltration, let's be honest. You know, watching him play, watching the things he did, like, you could see exactly what he was thinking and, like, why he did exactly every single thing that he did, pretty much. And it's just amazing to see how good his thought process was when playing, or still is playing. But, like, Season 1 in particular, he was just unstoppable. He's my favorite player. Season 2, I have two favorite players, and they're both Rashids. I don't know why that's the case. One, and some people may clown me for this, for who I'm about to say, but I like, actually, I'll just say both of them. I like Cool Kid and I like JB. They are both very, very good, and they kind of go back to what I was saying about Infiltration. That I can see exactly what their thought process is with every move. I can see, when I watch them play, I feel like they just know more than the person they're playing against, and it's very easy to see that they put a lot of time into the game and that they have a very good just knowledge base, and I like seeing those kind of players a lot.
All right.
Okay, then for me, right now I think it's Bonchan, because like the Season 1 he was like not doing well, and like to see what he achieved with Nash, and like from which place he came back, I think like the work he puts on is like incredible, I think. And it shows everybody that if you work hard enough, you can make it, even with like a so-called like very bad character. So it's still like hope for me that with Alex I can make it too, maybe, right? So it's like a little bit of hope for me.
It's true. He just, I actually interviewed him at NCR, and he had a lot of things to say. And then he went downstairs. He had a lot of things to say about Balrog, actually. And he went downstairs and then beat PR Balrog. It was great, as a sequence of events, because, having known what he'd said, that didn't come out till later, but that was the sequence of events. One last question, because I actually haven't asked you this question, but Evo is a big celebration, lots of games going on. If you weren't playing Street Fighter V, which game would you play and why?
For me, I don't know. Like, I tried Guilty Gear, King of Fighter, and I think those games are not for me.
No?
So I think if Street Fighter V was not here, I wouldn't really be playing. Like back in the days when Street Fighter 4 came out, I didn't really like the game, so I didn't play. And basically that's all. I like Street Fighter 5 and yeah.
No, that makes sense.
That's all.
That makes sense.
I have fun with the game.
Good.
It's for the games that are on this Evo's list, right?
I mean, look, if there's another game, tell me, because I just want to hear your passion.
I love Third Strike. I will never be good at it, but I love playing that game. That game is super fun. I would, boy, My philosophy has always been I like to play games that other people play, if that makes sense. Like
You like
I
the community aspect.
Yeah, and not just for like the feel good warmth part of it, but that's nice.
Mm.
I like to play games that there are a lot of good players in. You know, that can really push me to get better.
Okay.
Like in Mass, I'm like the 15th best player, and I love that because I do practice and try and compete. And the fact that even locally people are better than me means there's something for me to work for. So whatever is relevant, because you know every game has its ups and downs and roller coaster of flaws, but as long as people are really good at it and they can compete with me and I can like clash with them, I love that feeling.
So third strike.
And third strike, best strike, best strike.
Best strike.
That's right. Well, I would have two games that I would play. The first game would be Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's fun. Like that's all you can really say about it. It's a very fun game. And if it wasn't for the fact that Zero and Wesker and all the nonsense in that game was just very hard for me to block, you know, I would still be playing it right now. It's just, you know, it's just difficult for me for some reason to block in that game. But yeah, if I didn't play Street Fighter 5, I'd be playing that pretty hard, trying to have fun with it, you know, trying to survive the mix-ups, you know. And if it wasn't that game, then I'd just play Smash 4 just because, you know, kind of what he says with the community aspect. I just like a lot of people play the game, and it's a fun game. It's a fun game, even though I personally prefer Project M the most out of all the Smash games because it's a perfect mix of like the speed of Melee, but the character variety of like a Brawl or Smash 4. So, but yeah, Smash 4 and Marvel. Those would be the two games I'd play.
Wow, you got the whole diverse, like the
Yeah.
diversity going on there. I've never asked you if you weren't playing Street Fighter 5. You can't say Street Fighter 4. I want like another game, like another franchise. Is there another franchise that interests you?
Not the game itself, but just the players. I think I would want to play Injustice just to step up against Sonic Fox. Since he's young and he's the all-time best, I just want to see if I could, you know, be the one to take him down.
Yeah, you know what? I was really hoping that he'd get into Street Fighter 5 so I could see more of that, like the battle between you two.
Mm-hmm.
But kind of never happened. So maybe in the future. I don't know if you're interested in any of the games coming in.
Well, I wanted to play Injustice. You know, Sonic Fox even offered to teach me, but playing two games is just too hard. Like, because like, yeah, you could be really good at it, but I would rather be amazing at one game than be great at two. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay. Fair enough. Did you have something to add to that?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna agree. Like every time I think about playing another fighting game, I just tell myself, I could be putting these hours in on Street Fighter 5. You know, like so it's just difficult to split your time pretty much.
All right. Okay. So this is Team Nuckledu, and I want to say thank you very much, guys, for your time. I want to wish you all good luck in the tournament. Is there anything anybody wants to add before we say goodbye?
Do as a god. I can't stress that enough. Wouldn't be here without him. I'm serious.
Yeah, it's the same for me. I want to thank Du for the opportunity and thank you very much.
What they said, dude's a boss. Like.
All right.
Yeah, it was a pleasure. Also, shout out to Tama Bison. I hope your mom is feeling a lot better. And sucks she can't be here, but hopefully we'll do you proud. So.
All right. Team Nuckledu, do you have like a sign or something? You should have a sign,
No.
like a no. You have a gang sign, like. All right. Well, we're gonna say goodbye to these guys.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.